So here is how I am exactly over the next 12 months going to double the size of my company from 1 million to $2 million a month. And it's the company I'm contracting for right now. And the way I'm going to do that is not going to be through marketing. It's not going to be through sales. It will be through retention and renewal, right? So, fulfillment, products, delivery, client experience, client success. That is the lever I'm going to pull on. And the reason I'm focusing on that is because the company has been around for about 7 years. And the client success team, currently, the current client success team, has been there for about a year, right? But in my opinion, they haven't really done this correctly. I talk about that more in some of my previous videos, but I'm not going to go into that too deeply here because of that. But what I'm going to do is going to be completely different from what everyone else on the team is doing. I'm going to create an AI client success consultant, and this AI consultant is going to be trained based on the real consultant that I'm currently working with. And here's how the system works. Every single week, either Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to take every single call I had that week and put it into the AI consultant. So it's just going to be the traction calls, so the onboarding calls. Okay. Then I'm going to ask the AI, what do I need to improve? Because it's based off the consultant. So she already has frameworks and rubrics and scripts and all of that shit provided. And then I'm doing a shit ton of studying outside of that, right? And the AI will analyze those calls and give me feedback. And it might say something like, hey, here are 3 things that you should fix, A, B, and C. Then the following week, my entire focus is implementing those improvements. So then when I run my calls again the next week, or excuse me, when I run my calls, I apply the feedback, but then the next Saturday comes, the next feedback loop comes, I put those calls into the AI again, but this time the goal is not to hear A, B, and C again. The goal is to get new feedback, and it says now you should work on DEF, right? And then the following week I implement that, and then I just keep repeating that cycle over and over again, right? For a whole year, because our client cycle is 120 days, right? So I have roughly 4 times to do that throughout a year, right? So every week I'm going to be asking. So 52 weeks, I get this feedback loop. I'm going to be asking for the AI for feedback, and obviously I'm going to be working with the consultant as well and getting their feedback, and then double checking and making sure that the AI feedback that I'm getting is correct. But every week I'm just going to be implementing the improvements. Okay, I'm not looking to make everything. It's just small improvements, okay, over 52 weeks until it says you've perfected this part. Now, here's the important part. The process I just described, the traction call, the onboarding call, that's literally only day one of the client journey. Our client journey is about 120 days. So we have a traction call, which is our onboarding call. Then we have a kickoff call. And then we have biweekly business development strategy sessions. Okay. And we do that for 120 days. And then you also have, the cadence of communication in between these meetings, right? So texting, calling, and emailing. Okay. So imagine having and applying this exact process across the 120-day journey, right? Every step, every call, every interaction, every deliverable, every piece of the client experience. Each part gets refined week by week until it is as optimized as it makes sense, right? Like the COO says, majoring in the majors, right? No need to major in the minors, okay, until the majors have been majored in. So imagine doing that, you know, 4 times in a year, right? So I'm doing it every week, but then the whole cycle, because I get data at the end of the 120 days, and then I take that data and I make the next 4 month cycle even better, even tighter, right? So by the end of this process, I'm going to have a much more perfected client journey. And this, in my opinion, is going to double the results of this company from $1 million a month to $2 million a month in 12 months. Because when your client journey becomes so good, like client results are going to get better. Clients are going to stay longer. Clients are going to refer more people, and fulfillment itself will become the growth engine for the company. And that's how I'm planning to, like I said, literally double the company from 1 million to 2 million a month. Not by chasing more leads, but by building a client success system that continually improves itself every single week using real time, real human, consultant feedback plus the AI feedback. And if this works the way I think it will, it's going to create one of the most optimized client journeys this industry has ever seen, because we are, at least for financial advisors, the only company like our company. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a year.